Hello, welcome back. Hope you're all well. Yeah, I put this Hayterette in today, and I'm going to do a little service on it. But the first thing I've got to do is take this casing off. I've got to take it off anyway to service it and clean it underneath. But it doesn't always return. It seems to return every time with me, but I feel it's a bit funny. So we're going to try that, take it off and have a look inside and see why it's sticking. Obviously a service diaphragm, it's got the 3.75 on it, 3.75 horsepower engine on it. Obviously change the oil. I haven't had it running today, so what I'm going to do in a minute, off camera, I'm going to put my heater here and hopefully warm it up a little bit. It's been quite hot today, so hopefully when I pump it out it'll flow and won't take all night. And hopefully I'll get this video done tonight, because I'll film tonight because we're getting near tea time. So yeah, I'm going to whip this casing off and then come back to you. Well, I've just whipped the bolts out. I haven't figured it out yet, so see if there's any mice in there. You never know. I've got the throttle link still on it, so we'll just put it over there. It's not too bad in there actually. It's got a bit of oil around the coil. I wonder if that's where it's come from. It's come from the oil seal or something. It's quite clean in there actually. These are a pain, aren't they, these? I must remember to put it back on. Once you get this running, it's as sweet as anything. The diaphragm, where it's old, it sticks. So if you put a little bit of petrol down the carb, it will start. And once it starts, it will prime it to do things once it's been run. But if you leave it overnight, it will re-stick. The diaphragm re-sticks. And the other problem is with this is the cutout is the wire just goes over the throttle linkage, so it comes back and it cuts it out, earths it, and that's earthing on the bracket it sits in. I think it just should have something underneath it, but it's obviously just worn away over the years. So that looks good. Can't really see any reason why that. I mean, it's just tore out basically. You'll notice on this has got the teeth on it. I'll show you in a minute. I'll get you a bit closer. So this has got like the clutch on it. This is sort of different to the newer mowers. I'll see if I can get. Hang on, let me lift this camera up. It's a bit of a job to. You're going to focus as well, because that's quite important. Right. Yeah, you've got the clutch. I hope you can see that alright. I'm not bothering about. It's got the clutch on it, so it literally just fits in the teeth on here. So it's got. So basically, this is spinning all the time. This is spinning. This is just being held still. Okay, so just in case you haven't seen one, like I would have thought that. Let me put you down without jolting around too much. We'll get you refocused. Hello. Focus. Yeah, hopefully. Right. So it doesn't look like there's a lot I'm going to be able to do with that. You can see where it's worn. It just literally just sits in there. Might be able to move that tag down enough to help hold it a bit more. But that's about it. But like I say, it's different to what you normally have on. You normally have like the cup and the. You have the cup like this one, and you have the, when you pull it, your little teeth bit go out and catching the cup. So hopefully you can see it. See them come out like so, and then they go back in, and then obviously when your engine's running, they just go back and they go in and out the way. On this, it's got 3 wheels, a bit like a push bike back wheel. I don't know, how else do you just drive? Yes, it's got a freewheel on it. So, yeah. Right, let's move on. Right, we'll get the air filter off. What's if I'm going to oil? I don't know if you can oil them freewheels or not. Can't remember. That's obviously what's causing that sometimes not to go back. Well, it's the spring in there, but I wonder if it's because he's pulling it and pulling it. Oh look, that's a nice air filter. Hope you can see that. But it actually runs quite nice, this. And it's that lovely greeny colour one. It's what I said about before. These are for the these are for the metal air filter boxes. Now I could clean it out. You could just wash it out. These you can rinse them out with petrol, not a problem. They go a bit bulky sometimes, but you'll notice there's a lip round on them. They're not like the yellow ones. It's got a split in it. But thinking about it as I'm doing it, on the shelf, what I got for one of the there you go, brand new one. So this German bricks. I bought that for the first one DM we had come in. So yeah, this is all going to parts wash. Wash that down. Same with this. It looks like I've got because there's a lot of rough cut grass. You know, they do get covered in long grass and stuff. And I can see that worthwhile a little bit better now. Comes through. I'll show you that. I will. Look, because it's not connected now. So we'll check all that out and I'll show you all that. But I think for now we'll whip the tank off and change the diaphragm. Do I need to show you changing the diaphragm? I think you've seen enough of that on here, haven't you? Might do it. Let me have a look. Let me have a think. I've got to go and get indoors and get a draft diaphragm anyway. So anyway, see you in a second. Just thought I'd try that, so that's like for a better angle or not. Is that a better angle? It's not too bad, is it? It's sitting on the lift. Right, I'll try that in a minute. Right. I know I've shown you this before. I thought I'd show you again. When you do a diaphragm, you don't need to disconnect the springs, or you don't disconnect the springs. It's simply not a need to. You just don't. It's full of grass. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this. All I've done is unbolted the tank, so it's still on the carbs. It's still on the pipe. I don't think you can see it very well from there, but I can't really get you at a better angle at the moment. The spring's still on. Hopefully you can see that. Right. Amount of videos, I still watch videos now, people trying to take these springs off. Right, here we go. Now remember as well, this is the one with the throttle. It's got a throttle linkage to it, and it's got the wire to the stop wire is here. It hasn't got a brake on it. It's an old machine. Right, so you just pull the tank forward, pull it off. That spring's just bounced up, but there's a wire bar here. I don't think you can see it. And you just, it's a bit awkward here because the the lift handle's in the way. That's good, that's locked. Right, so what we do now is slide. Here, what's the word? There you go, unhook it. The spring is still connected where it should be. I haven't touched the spring, just the little rod what hangs off of it. And the tank's off. So we're going to put that in the parts wash. I'll go outside and scrape this grass off. And I'll put it in the parts wash. But you don't need to touch that spring. I keep seeing videos still with people doing it. And I see people telling other people to do it. There you go. Right, see you in a second. Right, just going to give it a rinse down. Just looking at this, it's about time I emptied it and cleaned it out again. So to get rid of the worst of it, and I should blow the tank out anyway before it goes back together. I don't use this very often, but because this one's quite grind up, I thought I'd do it. I can go into a video on it. Hopefully it's okay. Just get rid of the worst of it. Obviously these ain't the same as the other cleaner. If it casts through, I just thought I'd just give it a bit of a clean white. Clean the worst off. Too bad. I mean, obviously I'll clean it when I put the diaphragm on anyway, but just get rid of that grass and rubbish. Some still bits there. Right, let's turn this off. Yeah, obviously if you can avoid putting water in a tank and stuff like that, but obviously in this case it doesn't matter because it's going to have overnight to dry before I put it all back together. Oh, the camera's really struggling to focus. I think it's the colour as well as the lighting in here tonight. Now I've got a big decision to make. Do I show you a diaphragm being done? I don't mind showing it being done, but it's been done a million times before on YouTube, so do I show you? It's really struggling to focus. I think it's like the colour. Might focus in on my hand a bit better. I don't know, we'll see what it's like when I do it. But yeah, do I show you that being done? 5 screws and a diaphragm being done. There's plenty of them being done. You don't need to buy a DVD for this, you know. There's plenty of this being done on YouTube. Right, I think I might just crack on and do it. I don't know. Do I film it or not? Give me a few seconds to think about it. Right. What I've decided to do, oh, should just kick this all over. I'm going to just do a dot. I'm not going to show you how to do it, I'm just going to do one. And so places some people wanted to sit down and the people didn't want it to sit down because I'm just going to show you, I'm not going to tell you. I know there's going to be a couple of comments from a couple of people who comment very, very regular on my videos. I can see it now. Yeah. I should keep quiet, please. Let me see if I'm in trouble again. Like I say, there's plenty of videos on YouTube. You don't need to buy a DVD. There you go. There you have it. Okay. So, what the problem is, I don't know where you can see it. I'll have to turn the viewfinder around. Let me get it sort of somewhere. It's a bit blurred, but you'll see that there's a it's sagging, and that's where you get your troubles from. And obviously this one's full of water. It's quite clean in there, but it's full of water and it might be a bit of petrol. No, it's yeah, it is actually petrol, but obviously I'm going to have to clean it out because I've washed it all down. I wish this would focus a little bit better in this light. It's fun, like I say, it gets this time of night. So we'll whip this off and we'll put a new diaphragm on. And as you know, with diaphragms I will only use genuine bridge. Yeah, it's just how we can see it. I'm looking, I'll move the screen now, so it's a bit awkward. Like I say, it's blurred. Come in, hello, focus. We'll try to at least think about it. Yeah, yeah, it's just saggy there where the spring goes on it. Yes, get the nuts out. So I leave mid normally because it's quicker. There's a spring there what pushes on. It's really blurred, isn't it? I have to sort this out, move it about a bit, I think. But there's the spring. You can see it's quite clean there. Like I say, it runs as sweet as a nut. But obviously where that's saggy, it sticks on there. And because it sticks on there, once the petrol goes through it, it lifts it again. Alright, I'm just going to do one, so I'll just get the gas diaphragm sorted out, my hands all covered, and we'll go from there. Right, if you haven't used original bridge ones before, you've used the cheaper ones, these are a lot thinner, so you've got to be more careful with them. They stick and then they, obviously I just whack these on normally. You know what, it's so hard when you've got a camera then you're trying to do it right. Line it up. Diaphragm, then your gasket. Just goes on there like so. And because I pulled the screws out, it's going to make it awkward for me now. Just make sure that spring stays on the bottom. You've seen this 1,000 times before, I'm sure. More comments coming there. I will do another one. I will do another one showing you properly. But like I say, tonight it ain't happening tonight. And I just lower the screws in roughly. If it's your first one with these ones, it might be a bit different. Hold on a sec, the boss is coming, so I'll carry on. The boss is gone, yeah, Heidi's gone in. Right, so just screw this down, so it's roughly where it is. I'm not actually showing it because you can actually see it. Just like I say, thousands of times on YouTube. And I just want to get this done. Right, once you're getting down to a certain thingy, so there's sort of tight thingy. I'll stop doing things like that. Right, that's not actually nipped up or nothing, right, it's just there. Then just sort of wind it down. Don't wind it, you know, opposites. And then you can bring them down once you get like that. Normally go across that way, but for some reason I'm going this way tonight. And then you can lift them down a bit more. Don't over tighten, remember it's only plastic. This is not my screwdriver either for doing this. I need to just give them that final little. I normally have a bit of water than this, but for some reason. Other things on my mind. Yeah, she's just come down because we're going to have a takeaway tonight. And still part of my birthday meal thing, so we went out for a meal on my birthday, and we said we'll have a takeaway as well. Not good for fat people really, is it? But it's a night without cooking and washing up. And as soon as I've done 2 dishwasher loads today already from last night because we couldn't be bothered, thought we'd have an early night. You know how it is. So there we go. That's one diaphragm. It's just easy as that. I'm not joking. Without the camera, taking it off, clean. You know, obviously depends how bad it is to clean. But the actual diaphragm part of it, and putting the tank off and on a minute. Okay, it just obviously got to clean down, and now I've got to clean the end of this. Make sure your rubber ring's in the end with the clip with the plastic ring. You all know what I'm on about. I don't know why I keep telling you about these, because I'm sure you all know, and the people who are learning. Yeah, I will do another one. Well, I'll do it properly, but you know what I'm saying. It's a diaphragm at the end of the day, and after doing these for 40 odd years, you get a bit bored of them. Well, not that long. I suppose I've been doing diaphragms. I've been doing diaphragms that long, I suppose. Ain't far off of it. So I'm going to wash all this down now. I'm going to wash all these down in the parts wash. Just like I say, clean. These are all metal, top and bottom. And I'll put a new filter in it. I've got to put a plug in it and that. But we'll do that in a minute. I'm just sort of, because I'm doing this, I should have done this earlier really, so that I can spend more time on it. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the heater here, and then I'm going to heat the bottom, heat the engine up a little bit with the heater, and just thin this all down a bit because I'm over here. You're not even looking like that. Where am I? Let's get you over here. That's better, isn't it? Yeah. Now you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the heater here, so it heats this up a bit. Just give me more chance. Cause I pump my oil out, as you know. Don't tip it. There you go. A little dipstick. And yeah, we'll crack on. We'll live with it all night, won't we? You don't want that, and no more than I do. Right, I don't think I mentioned it before. Most of you might know this. There's no spark plug this end. The engine's in the wrong way round compared to the others. It's all blurry again. It's engine's the wrong way round. I'm hoping that's through the focus into your hand. The engine's the wrong way round, so otherwise when you lift the handles, it will all run towards the piston. But there's a reason for this, and that's quite simple really. Because this is a rough cut mower, and you're going to deal with long grass, thistles, hedges, whatever. So you don't rip the plug lead off, or break a plug, or anything else. It's an engine, so you go right in underneath a hedge, because the plug's this end, or the other end, and it's protected. If you look at the one I got at Christmas time, in the little video I showed you it, you'll notice that the plug is this end. I think a lot of that is because people would turn these up on the handle like you normally would to clear them out, and they all would go that end and they would hydro lock, or whatever you want to call it. So I think that's why they would turn around on some of the later ones. But that's the idea of this, is so it can take abuse. I'm not saying that you could whack it against a tree or something, but you know what I'm saying, the bushes and that wouldn't rip the plug lead off, and then it would be dying and you've got to start it again. Because these are quite good to start, but if you're in long grass and you're trying to start them, they're a bit of a pain. You'll see why when I do the video on changing the blade. But yeah, I thought I'd mention that just in case some of you wondered why there's no plug this end. Because this is the front of it, and that's the back of the machine. Obviously the handles are there, I don't think you can see them. But this is the front, that's the back, and the engine is what we call the wrong way round. I don't know if you can see that. It's just got a halogen heater on it. So you see the top of the heater there. And I'm just heating the bottom up, just to warm it all up a little bit. That's just to help me with the pump, because it'll run a bit better. It won't take so long. And yeah. Heidi's just come down. When Heidi come down when I was doing the diaphragm, she said, "I wonder you suffering migraines." And I said, "Why is that?" Thinking because she's moaning because I've got the lights and that on. And she said about the smell of the petrol. So I can't even smell it. But, you get used to certain smells, don't you? So yeah, anyway, I'll see you in a second. Right, hopefully you can see that okay, because I've turned my main light off there, and I've only got the halogen. I hope you can see it going up to 2. It's going up not too bad, considering it's sort of cold oil. And I don't know if you can see at the back, between the handle, in the middle of the handles, I've got the little Mojack lift. Yeah, I've actually extended that up because I've only got it on the handles. Normally I shove it underneath, but there's not enough height because I've got the lift, the main motorbike lift, what it's sitting on, or the Hayter's sitting on. I've actually got that over height, and it's wedged up at the moment. Well, I think I might mention it in another video. So that's all. I'll just turn that pump round to that pipe goes that way. Yeah, I'll just drain it out like this, and because the heat's on the pipe, it warm the pipe up as well. And that's only plastic, but that'll help the oil come round as well. Hear the pump actually making a noise, and cut doors up, he's got his compressor running, and I don't know what he's rebuilding down there. Something interesting, I should imagine. He's into his old classic bikes, so yeah, he's probably got a nice little project on the go. Right, you don't want to sit and watch oil drain, it's like worse than watching paint dry. Right, time to get the takeaway delivered here, so I've now got to go and pick it up. I hope the camera's working okay. I've just dropped that and the tripod off the bloody lift. So, I'm going to be out here 5 o'clock tomorrow morning to finish this off. Right, see you in a second. Right, as you can see, I've skipped ahead a bit. I was down here about 5:30 this morning, and I've got to bring the camera down, so I quickly chucked the tank back on, pulled the stop back on, filled it up with oil, chucked the plug in it, before I had to go out and do other stuff. And I'm back now, so we'll have a start up in a minute. But I've just washed the casing for the air box for the air filter, so I'm waiting for that to dry. These filters will go in the metal boxes. Hopefully we'll have these up on our eBay page, whatever you want to call it, next week, or the end of next week. I've ordered some, and these ones we've ordered as well. These should be up by next week. You know, these ones, if you know, obviously it's a genuine bridge. Might even do the box sets of them, where you can buy the box of them if you use a lot of them. Might make it work out a little bit cheaper for you. We'll worry about that at the time. Anyway, like I say, I had to get on with it. I've done it because I want to do the change the blades tonight. That'll be a separate video, but I'm hoping to do that tonight. Yeah, and we'll see how we get on. Like I say, I'm not very happy. I don't know if I mentioned it already, but not very happy with the way the cut-off wire is at the moment. I've got it so it just touches it, because it seems to be bending over onto the metal, and it's been bodged up like hell. Same with the throttle cable that connects us has been bodged, so I've just had to bodge it back how they've left it. I sort of altered it a little bit, made it a little bit better. But yeah, and then I did the obvious thing as well, because it's early this morning. I forgot to put the little plate back here, what I said about when I took it off. And I didn't realise till just now when I see it underneath the mower. So yeah, so I've just had to put that back on. So as soon as that air filter's dry, actually we'll probably start without the air filter on it, to be honest with you, because I want to be able to see it prime. And that tank, I left that all day with the lid off, and there's dry as a bone in there now. Well, I'm saying there's a little bit there, wasn't there? Right on that little crease there. That's dry enough, and I'll leave it venting actually while we're putting it off. Yeah, because it has been nearly, I think it's been around about 28 in here today. Unbelievable heat in here. I don't know what it's outside. Even now it's 18 in here. It's because it's metal, it just heats up. Too hot for the top of my head, I know that. Right, we'll do a start up in a minute. I'll see you in a second. Right, so we'll just give this a quick go. Probably won't be able to stop it if I do start it, but we'll see. Only got a little bit of petrol, so I won't have to pop over to see Jacko, get some petrol fluid. had to hold the phone because the dog will eat it. Little Milo. Right, it's just starting to prime. We'll give it a few. Priming nicely anyway. Let's put this funnel out of the way. Get back more like mate. That's touching there. Right now. Let's stop. Right, so it needs to be adjusted just a little bit. Better. Just need to adjust that cable a little bit more than that. That's it, touches and that's. We'll have to alter that. Nearly. Right, so it needs a bit of adjustment on the cable, or it's nothing. You can't sell yourself silly stuff really, aren't I? Let's move over this way a bit. Hopefully you can see it. Oh, let me take the camera off. I'll show you what I'm on about with that bit of wire. Alright, this might be a bit wobbly. Hopefully you can see this little, just here. A bit of wire come up there, and this slides and touches it. That earths the coil and stops it. Let me hold it so I can hold it. Hold on. So the idea is that comes back, touches there. Where you can see it, touches that, and then it obviously earths the coil. It stops. So I've got to do that, put the air filter back together with a new filter, and that'll be it. Right, so it run. Needs that cable adjusted. I won't do that on camera because I need to get sort of done because I'm going to pick up the other Hayter 48 in a minute, so try and get everything done before Easter. And it's Wednesday now. I've still got to do the video yet of doing the blades on this, so that'll be my next video, but I've got to go and pick the 48 up, so yeah, I'll only do a quick video of that anyway, the blades, and so I can get on with it, because it's Wednesday night, it's about 6 o'clock now, I think, it's later than that. So right, hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, thumbs up, all the rest of it. Subscribe, ring the bell, you know the drill, and I shall see you next time. Bye for now.